Welcome back to Amur. Welcome back to SnowRunner. Off we go though with the Aven Horn A15. I kind of want to put this one to the test because it's a unit though, isn't it? It's a massive unit and I love the design of it. But first of all, we have to repair the bridge to the sawmill before we can do anything else. We do not need wooden planks. We do need surface spare parts, 2 of them. But yeah, I kind of want to see how this one goes. And then we are going to grab the stuck vehicle in the snow over yonder there, and then everything else. But it's the ultimate test for the AvenHorn, so it made me very curious, and it's equivalent to a ZiKZ 612H though, so keep that in mind. But at the same time though, I think the AvenHorn has some upgrades here and there that the ZiKZ doesn't have. One of which is a more comfortable cabin. I don't know why we have the airco on there, right? The ventilator. I mean, look at the outside. It is absolutely cold here. And at the same time, though, the cabin is a little bit more raised from the air, from the ground. Raised from the air. If that was only the case, though, we will be flying around. And of course, you know, the little step-on is flexible, though. So that's a beautiful thing. And yeah, man, it makes me very curious about the differences between the two in hauling the operation back and forth. Now, it's going to be a very interesting map though, I already found that out, but right now it's going to be opened like it was never opened before, you know what I mean though, right? You know, we are going to cut off half of the map, which is very nice. Which is very nice, there you go. The first bridge is repaired though. Unless it's once more, which I doubt. There we are. Very nice. Great. Here is a little something for your trouble. And it's a lot easier to get to the sawmill now. Yeah, but that's not enough money though, right? You know, I mean, you realize that we had to go from here, down here, all the way past the garage, all the way either to here left and then over there, which I recommend, by the way, although this part is a pain. And then you have to go over here. Don't do this one compared to this. It takes longer here, but this is way more risky. And then you have to go over here and then there and then go in a crawl. And then all the way over here, then this way. That's where we did tip over. Then we have to go over here though. Then we have to go back. And then we have to go over here. Or the same way back when we came from. And then we have to go over here and deliver it there. Right now, to the steel mill, it's just this. You know what I mean though? It's just that. Super easy, lemon squeezy. I love it though. But right now, let's go get the drowned warehouse trouble mission here. Where is it? Blitz to the warehouse. We have that one. We could do that rather soon though. Oh, there you go. Warehouse trouble. But man, what an issue though, huh? I highly recommend to get this one open though as soon as possible. It just opens up the entire world and then you can actually choose between which pain you enjoy the most. Anyways, let's just keep on going. This truck is slow, powerful and all smoky though, as you can see. But I think it's going to be a fine little experiment that we are having. If you don't have this one as a DLC, then I highly recommend it if it works out. If not, stick to the ZiKZ. It is a very good one though. Alright, yeah, we are fighting the snow slope or the ice slope over here. Which is alright, just put your tires actually on one side and then you will be fine. All-wheel drive and differential lock is always on. Just keep that in mind. Same goes for the ZiKZ. And technically we are on the continent of Europe. Although this part of Russia belongs to Asia. It's on the eastern side of Russia. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, we don't have the speed right now to actually make it properly through here. But in general though, right, you know, technically we are in Asia. But at the same time, we are in a country that is in Europe. So this European truck is fitting. It's not a Russian one, but it's a fitting truck. I know I'm stretching it like Russia is stretching the entire world though by the size of its country. But I think it's a lore fit, in other words. Somebody lost a tire there apparently. How are we going there? I think we just have to go through here, huh? I might be wrong. Well, let's find out. Although we are allowed to mix on this map. You were all very friendly to me though with this one, I have to say though, because wowzers though, this region is something else. Yeah, I think we have to put it in low gear plus instead of high gear or auto. It is stalling here and there. Yeah, there we go, stalling. Let's go to low gear plus and just be steady about it. I don't mind the speed though. It can be even slower if it has to be. Preferentially? Yeah, wow. Well, apparently I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Cannot even talk anymore. But I prefer that it is actually speedy. But the thing that we want to focus on though is traversal. And as long as we can keep on going with minimum effort on our part, then I think we have found a good path, a good way. But as you can see though, right, if I had to get over here, and I did record the time, right, you know, it would have taken me 54 to 58 minutes to get through here with the other route, when if we did not open the route though, right, you know, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It is such an incredible shortcut that we have right now. And it all starts with the bridge to the sawmill. Oh yeah. Now to be very fair with you, I don't think that we could have done this with a different truck than a big one. So the Collab, the AvenHorn, the ZiKZ, both Collabs by the way. Yeah, you know, the XXL, the cats. I think we really do need those trucks for Amur. So, yeah, man, go heavy, go big. The heavier the truck, the better it is for you right now. Even in the deep mud and the deep snows. By the way, did I put mud tracks on my AvenHorn? I don't think I did though. Oh well. I mean, it is not the toughest terrain around here. Just with a smaller and lighter truck, these boulders would have been an issue. These rocks and everywhere. So that is something you have to think about too, right? You know, with the axis and all. That it doesn't get stuck on anything. Low gear plus again. As you can see, it is much smaller right now because we are also dragging the trailer in. But it is easily done though, easily done. That's why you do need heavy trucks, so you don't lose any power, you know. Let's stay in low gear plus actually. So by the way, I remember I didn't nuke my entire channel because I wanted to focus on a genre, a theme on our channel, and it turned out to be trucks. Big passion for truck simulations and all. And we are now a member again. So I really want to thank you though. I really want to thank you for the likes, the comments that it helped me out. And of course the watch time though, above everything else. I really appreciate it. And you know, like, we also have now memberships and we have merch though and everything. But if you want though to support the channel, remember I always do prefer a like though, right? You know, because with a like we do grow the most on the channel. With the other things, well, the channel will grow too, but don't feel obliged or anything like that, right? You know, but everything that I'm making on my YouTube, let's say from AdSense, in other words, the commercials, right? You know, yeah. This truck has a little suffering issue right now with snow, which is with ice on the road. The ZiKZ doesn't have that big of an issue with it, which is interesting. But yeah, everything I make from memberships is going to go back in the channel. You know, and we are going to have a game servers that you can automatically join, but that's for the higher tier. But everything else though is just going to go back, right? You know, like merch and everything, and likes, all of it just accumulates. That's just what I want to say, just a new thing, right? You know, I'm rather proud about it too, right? You know, that we can actually have those things on the channel. I'm not, you know, how shall I say? I'm not really focusing on it, you know. It's a nice little extra. That's what I wanted to say about it. But anyways, back to the game. I think we are doing rather well. We just have to kiss the little sides of the roads though with our tires, until we do get a little bit of a grip. But believe you me though, I am very happy with what is going on right now. I really am, because the time saved by this mission alone, it's just so unbelievable though, huh? I love it. I really, really do. But how unbelievable is it, by the way? My channel got the partnership 2 times. One with all types of content through one another, right? You know, I just did play whatever I liked, you know, like nostalgia-based games, and then later again, though, right, when I nuked all the videos, and then of course, you know, we have now SnowRunner as a focus, and other truck games will be incoming. I'm really looking forward to actually open up Discord and, you know, like some other things too, like yeah, the game servers and all. That's just a lot of fun. Appa, that's it. Even the cargo looks intact. I owe you one. And you know, having a warehouse keeper in your debt, a good thing, right? It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But it also depends though, my friends. Like, how good is the debt? Is it worth my time? Right, you know, is it? Because that money, it's pretty decent though, but it's not the best of all. Hoppa, wooden planks, metal beam. Oh, yeah. Oi, 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 oi. Now this is worth it though, huh? Oh, yeah. Later on we are going to get actually a diesel trailer around here. We're just going to park it around here somewhere so we can actually fuel up. But man, I'm happy though, right, with the status of our channel. Absolutely fantastic. And thanks for being such a good sport and, you know, like helping me out in the long run with the views and the likes and all. I'm just very happy about it, you know. But, like I said, let's focus on the game now. I just want to talk about it, you know, like, yeah, my plans and all. But I think the upgrades and the updates and everything you will see later on in time too. Let's go and start this tracking. Appa. Hold. There you go. Minutes. There we are. One more. Come on, big boy. Yeah, this little bit of mud though. I don't know. The AvenHorn has a little bit of an issue with it. But that's actually pretty decent though, I have to say, right? You know, for what we are going through right now. Wappa, come on, big boy. I know it's on low gear, but it should be quicker than that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to bring this AvenHorn back to the garage. Just to see if we have different tires on it than I want it to be. Because I want them to be mud tires, 100%. Off-road is very small on this map though, right? You know, it's mostly mud and snow. And then the rest we have ice on the roads. Here we are. Booyah! Second bridge is complete though, the bridge to the warehouse. Oh, not complete yet, it's almost built yet. What do we have? Service spare parts. Alright, next delivery. I'm actually very happy about this though, right? You know, like the service spare parts are infinite here. They have them on order. I kind of feel bad for the delivery guy though, that is actually taking care of all the business with that aspect. Because I don't think we have a lot of them around here already. So yeah, let's just fix the road so that guy has a better time too. It's probably one of you guys though, right? You know, so we gotta be good and take good care of you, you know. Get that workflow flowing. The atmosphere is good though here, man. Absolutely. Now let's fix the bridge to the warehouse. Oh yeah. There you go though, there you go. Perfect. You and I did this though, huh? Oh yeah. Now hopefully it's a little bit more sturdy than the last time. I think before it was a wooden bridge though, made of lollipop sticks, you know what I mean? That's better. We'll be getting the supplies for the region in a jiffy now. That we have a good connection with the warehouse. Thank you. You're welcome. I mean, we didn't do much though, but I think we are going to the garage right now. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so we got the AvenHorn specialized mud tires. Absolutely fantastic units though. I wasn't sure because it didn't look like it, but we have them now. And a heavy fuel tanker semi-trailer, 5,000 liters for 7,200 is going to join us on our little adventure though, believe it or not. Massive fuel tanker, huh? So we have two options. We could go to here and then up there, although I'm not sure how that one goes. We can go up here and then go left and then go through there, which I think we should just do. We could also go down here over the ice again and then that way though. But let's see how this route stacks up for us. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, if anything else. Is there a path over there? Yeah, there's a little path where you can actually cross over in the crevice. Interesting. And you don't want to hire me though, like that in real life. Now don't you? Now do you? Oy, oy, oy. Is there a warehouse over there? I think there is. There's a big long building that looks like a warehouse in the distance. Interesting. Now I cannot wait to actually get more infrastructure completed. And then we are going to scout the next regions though, right, you know. Oh yeah, once those are unlocked, better be though, better be. But maybe we have to work a little bit on the, how shall I say, the company missions, right, you know. The contracts, in other words, instead of tasks. Maybe. Let's just put it in low gear plus so we keep on a steady flow of torque. Oh, yeah. This is something else though, huh? But we are hauling it up there, which is awesome. Yeah, maybe we have to do that. We will see about it though. We will see about it. But we first want to fix everything that we can lay our eyes upon. Oh yeah, that is going to be so incredibly important though. Alright, not so bad. Not so bad. Back on the middle of the road. There goes the speed. And let's stick to the left side this time. Right side was a little bit troublesome last time. And low gear maybe so we don't dig ourselves in. Now let's see how this one goes. Alright, so my take is that this path is absolutely necessary. But it's also pure hell on earth though, right? You know, it is an absolute slog and a trog. No matter. No matter, and I repeat, no matter if you take left or right. Oh yeah. It's an absolute hellscape though, right? As you can see, my tire there got a little bit too close for comfort on it. So, yeah, that's a bad one on me right now. And by that I mean right there. So, I'm not really sure if we can actually pull this one out of there. Nah, we cannot. Yep. So we just have to go through it. Raw dogging it. Oh yeah, let's go. But yeah, it is an absolute slugfest though, as you can already see. It is something else. But it's absolutely needed. It is the best thing that we can actually go through right now. And that's a weird thing to say, if it's going this slow. Oh well. Now, we could try another little thing. That is from down here. By pressing the rear away. Yeah, it doesn't really go like that either, huh? Yeah, it's the tires, man. And me driving backwards by accident. Come on. Oh, yeah, come on. The tires there at the back, though, right? What the heck? Oh, man. I think I do need to get a service trailer around here. In other words, you know, a service trailer. Well, more like a service vehicle, though, to pull me out of here. It just doesn't want to get rid of it, you know. Doesn't want to go over it. It totally got stuck on the texture. Yeah, I'm going to fight this a little bit further. But it's absolutely necessary. But look at the gasoline that we already have burned. Oh. Of course. Of course this would work. Yeah, just twist the nose a little bit. And there you are. There you are. Fantastical. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, if I have done that a little bit sooner, then everything would have been more peachy. But yeah, I mean, we could go a little bit further off-road though next time. We probably will try that out. We will try anything out. But we have to be very careful there too. For the biggest reason is we do want to be able to grip ourselves out of there. Although it is very close to the garage, we could take a little bit of a risk too because of that. My oh my oh my oh my. Yeah, this map is something else though. I have to say though, it's really growing on me. It is really growing. I start to like it more and more. Look at how shiny the road is though. Yeah, this ice though. Ooh boy, yep, they really made it like that though, huh? Tip heavy little place there. Come on. Nice. Very well placed dip there. So with physics we are getting a little bit of grip though, huh? When we hit that little dip. Even if the road is fully icy though, right? Fantastic. But I'm a little bit worried about the super heavy hauls that we have to do, because I have a feeling with all the factories around here being of that size, like the one to the right, you know, like, yeah, it's going to be enormous though. It's going to be very heavy, I'm certain of it. But look at that factory to the right. Doesn't it look like a Wolfenstein type of bunker that we have to go through? One of those World War II fantasy bunkers, you know, that are way bigger than anything was ever created. Or maybe straight out of Star Wars or Warhammer, you know, like that size. Right, high gear, auto gear. So we are in 6 out of 7 gears right now. Come on, this is nice, not bad. Ooh, was getting close there at the end though. Now we are not going to keep the AvenHorn around here. But what I will do though is park it right now over here, and we are going back to the ZiKZ 612H. And we are going to park it nicely here, nicely in the middle. Stop the engine. Alright, so far this little sideway from down south of our garage is actually even better. This is a game changer. This is a real game changer though. I will show you on the map in a second. But this is a game changer. This is shorter by 15 minutes. Alright. Here's the garage. Once you drive out of it, turn left. Follow the road. Turn directly right once you do see the lake. Drive over the ice until this little part over here and drive aboard. It is a game changer. It saves you 15 minutes, if not 20, depending on the truck, of course. Yeah, headaches, be gone. Be gone, evil one. Absolutely fantastic, though. The ZiKZ, no issues. So I'm sure the Colab, the Cat, or the AvenHorn, or any other massive truck that you are using will not be too much of an hassle either. Now, as you can see, though, right over here with the ZiKZ, it's specialized tires. Well, it's the same tire set as the design actually as the Tatarin. There's no issue on the icy road so far. That's a nice, interesting little fact now, isn't it? Now, why I still recommend getting the ZiKZ 612H over the AvenHorn, it's not because it's more powerful, because it's not. The AvenHorn is a little bit more powerful though, at least that's how I feel about it. But what I can already say is one simple thing though. What do we need? Wooden planks and spare parts. Alright, so what I really do think is that the real benefit of the ZiKZ is the extra fuel that you can carry around in the repair parts. So that is that. Very, very, very important. Wrong one. Alright. Oh, by the way, we should set this back before we accidentally put it on the loading platform. Service spare parts, not enough space. We do know about that. There you go. Nice. Alright, so we can actually take all of this with us right now. I mean, how beautiful is that? And by the way, there is actually room for, with the ZiKZ, to actually get a decent crane and everything. Just like on the AvenHorn when you have a flatbed on. So that's very nice. No, the AvenHorn doesn't have that. The AvenHorn has a crane. Just like, well, the crane is a lot more powerful than the ZiKZ, alright? So let's keep that in mind too. But it has a crane that you can actually use with a flatbed, trailer, or a high saddle. So it's at least 6 slots, 5 slots, or 6 slots. So that's that. Keep that in mind though. The ZiKZ has a more of a weaker trailer, but a more compact one, as you can see. Oh yeah, look at that though. There's a little challenge up ahead already, and I'm not really looking forward to it now that I see it from this angle. Oh no. Well, we will manage to do it though, but it might be like we have to let go of the cargo that we are carrying around. But the ZiKZ doesn't have the biggest issues with it. But as you can see, the ZiKZ is always having an issue though with its lower nose. Oh yeah, you're just smashing into that ice there. Yeah, we don't really care if we go somewhere, as long as we are going somewhere. Come on. You know what? Oh, we cannot really... Okay, well, that's okay then. Let's just go over there. Thank you. Ay, 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 ay. Let's push this one a little bit closer here. Nicely on the back so we can really press or crane on top of it, you know. Sideways, turn, 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 go back. Alright. Nicely, there we go. Fantastic stuff. We have some ice on the rear, but that's okay. Because right now we are right past it. Isn't that nice though? Isn't that nice? It's like a little ballerina act though, right? You know, isn't it? Just tiptoeing right around here. Tight narrow corners, ice and everything being slippery and all. But look at how much we already are opening of the first map though. Isn't that fantastic? It really is though. Alright. And now we are going to go with the crane. There you are. Restore the crane. Pack the cargo. And deliver it. Beautiful. Doing well, my friend. Now, if one has an all-terrain truck, getting to the quarry will be a cinch. Whatever a cinch is, though, I mean, I'm down with it. Down like a clown. Landslide near the quarry will be next, by the way. Task giver. Oh, that's a different one. On the quarry. Of course. Near the quarry. There you go. What do we need? Wooden planks and service spare parts. Nice though. So we do need the same one. And that means that this little part is open too. So if we cannot go over here, we can go over there. Which is fantastic news though. Fantastic. What's not so fantastic is that I actually have to hurry up with the upload. And you know, see you in the next one. Because I really have to cut it short. I just want to keep on going, right? You know me. You know me. Once I'm recording, I cannot stop, but we have to. We are way over recording. So by that, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for being part of the community. Oh, boy. Stay happy and healthy. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.